I don't really like this problem, so we're not going to do it. There's too many variables that are not considered in that particular problem, and so it's not a good problem. Permutation is an arrangement of objects in which order is important. So let's say you've been asked how many ways can you arrange the letters A, B, C. Okay, so A, B, C. There's A first. A, C, B. Okay, we've done everything we can with A. Now we do B first.
B, C, A.
Or B, C, A. Now we do C first. Correct. So there's 6 ways. Okay? Order is important. N factorial. Sometimes when you find permutations, you will multiply something like this. 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And I'll explain that to you when we get there. But when you're multiplying something like this, where you're decreasing each time, and you're counting every single spot there, it looks like this. Have you ever seen that before? This means this. And it's called 4 factorial. You could have 5 factorial, 3 factorial, 10 factorial. Okay? It's just easier than writing it all out. And you can do it on the calculator. There's an explanation point on your calculator under the probability, math probability. So it's easier than writing out 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6. You could just write 10 factorial. And that's what that means. Okay? Now, there's some formulas for permutations. Like, for example, for this, how many range can you, we have 3 objects we're arranging how many ways? And you just do n factorial. Ladies? Okay? The number of permutations of n objects is taken r at a time, as long as r is less than n, is given by this, and we're going to use it on the back side. But first, let's consider this. Consider the number of permutations, that means the ways you can order the word Brighton. Now, first you have to say how many letters are there in the word Brighton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are there any repeat letters? No, no repeats, so that's helpful. So, in how many ways can you arrange all the letters? Let's look at it like this. I have 8 spots to fill. This is my first spot. How many letters do I have to choose from for my first spot? 8. Okay, I've already used that one. So how many letters for my second spot can I choose from? 7. You see where I'm going with this? Then 6, then 5, then 4, then 3, then 2. Did I go too many? I went too many. Sorry. No, no 0, because what would happen to your multiplication? Yeah. So you multiply these together. Oh, wait a minute. I could also write that as what? 8 factorial. Now, that's exactly what this says. The number of permutations of n objects. So I want to know how many ways can I order 8 objects this many ways, and you just say 8 factorial. Now, let me show you on the calculator. If you have a graphing calculator, don't get up and get one. If you don't, I'm just going to show you where it's at. Because we don't have time. So, yeah, somebody knows where it's at. Okay, so you put the 8 in first. Hey, go to the math button. Notice there's a probability here. That's the one you want, probability. And then look at what's right there. What's that? 40,320 ways you can order those letters. It doesn't seem realistic, does it? But it's true. Imagine the tree diagram. It'd be a huge tree diagram. Yeah. Okay. So, in that sense, in how many ways can you arrange 2 of the letters? Well, I only have 2 spots to fill, so it's 8 times 7, which is 56. But we're going to use this formula because I have 8 8 permutate 2. I only want to do 2 of them. So I'm going to plug it into this formula. 8p2, how many ways can I arrange 2 of the objects out of 8, equals 8 factorial, that's the total number of objects, over the total minus the 2 that I want to arrange. So that's actually 8 factorial over 6 factorial. Oh, wait a minute. Think about what that means. If I expand that, look what's going to happen. 8 times, you don't have to write this, just look. If I expand that, I actually get this, don't I? And those all cancel out, and I just have that. So that's how that formula works. So it's 56. 56 ways you can just arrange 2 of the letters.
So we don't have to do the whole equation?
No, but you're going to have to, so you got to be comfortable with it. Okay? All right, turn it over. This number is way too big, so do 10. You have 10 CDs. You can arrange 8 of the 10 in a CD wallet. In how many ways can you arrange the CDs in the CD wallet? So let's use the formula. I have 10 objects. I want to arrange 8 of them. The numerator would be your total, 10 factorial, divided by your total minus the number you want to arrange, factorial. So actually this comes out to be pretty easy as well. This would be 10 factorial over 2 factorial, so it's not quite as easy because it only takes off the 2 and the 1, right? So let's do that on the calculator. It's a huge number. Let's do it so everybody can see. You ready? 10 factorial divided by, what's 2 factorial? 2 times 1, which is, wait, what's 2 factorial equal to? Just 2. 2 times 1, right? So it's divided by 2. That is a massive number. That's how many ways you could put your 8 CDs into a CD case. It's huge. 1814400. 1,800,000 ways. Under math, and then over to probability, and this number 4. What? Okay, the last one's really quick and easy. You ready? 10 students in your science class are giving reports on endangered animals. The order of reports is chosen at random. Find the probability that your report on the humpback whale is first, and your friend's report on the American crocodile is second. So the teacher has 10 students to choose from. What's the chance he or she is going to pick you first? 1 out of 10. First report, 1 out of 10. After that one's done, the teacher has how many to choose from? 9. And what's the chance of the friend getting picked out of those 9? 1 out of 9. So the probability total is 1 out of 90. That's your answer. That's it. It's a pretty small chance, actually, if you think about it. So I haven't really looked at this last page. I know I did it before a long time ago, but let me just make sure. So you can use this. Remember this formula, you guys. Write it down on here if you need to. N factorial over n minus r factorial. All right?